Hello everyone, and why is my mic so quiet? Me bomba clot, the mic is not quiet anymore. I have returned for Horizon 6. Which is pretty cool. So, in any case, today we will be streaming something. What? Bro. I swear to God, Twitch is absolutely cooked. Freaking helly. In any case, I will open IntelliJ. Also, I intend to maybe stream something a bit different in the nearer future. I'm not entirely sure yet. But I am thinking about... I mean, I definitely should start streaming actual gameplay again, because nobody cares about me making mods. So, like, I mean, it's not enjoyable to watch, that's for sure. But I will soon be throwing together a new server. This time not just a server, but a server network, hopefully, which is going to be somewhat public. I'm going to make it semi-public, not open, but with a either an invite to a Discord, which would mean that I need to delete the... Oh no, the jellyfish SMP Discord server is not even mine. My own Discord server is my own Discord server. Poetic Swams community. But as a matter of fact, I will probably not make new Discord servers, because you all know about the Discord situation. I don't even know if that is still in buffer. That is absolutely shit. Because my brother is downloading Forza, and means we have extremely shitty download speeds. Yeah, Twitch restarted. Don't know if YouTube did it too, but Twitch did. Seems like the YouTube stream is still running. So In any case, I'll be working on this a bit. Now, I did work with potions before. And there is this mod potions file. And there should thus also be effects. Exactly. Why are these not spaced? So we need this, and another new oh, I'm not even showing this. We need the mod potions as well as the mod effects file, as well as a new file in the custom directory. Yeah, I don't quite know. The issue is I need to find a way to make a potion. Why is my freaking... Why is it in light mode? I hate that it always does that. No, it doesn't always do that. It sometimes does that. I will just Google this next to it on another screen. So the thing is that I want to create actually is what the stone skin effect isn't really described in the book, I believe. But my interpretation of what stone skin would mean is that it prevents you from lighter scratches because you're from stone, but if there's a hefty attack, you would not really gain much from that. That is what I would describe stone skin as. It is described as being the worst tasting potion ever. It is also described as extremely hard to make, I believe, and it is also pretty OP apparently. However, I might be able to work something out that there's 5 levels of stone skin. Apparently there's at least 5. Right. There's at least 5. Now, amplifier needs to be upgradable up to at least 4, because there's amplifier 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which means there is 5 levels of the potion. So the effects are done like this. I will ask ChatGPT for this. I know I'm coding, asking code for code and stuff. Yeah, but I don't really know anywhere else that I could ask this and get an answer that is somewhat understandable in less than 2 hours. So, oh, this is difficult. How do I ask this? What the hell is... Wait, I will open an example one. Freaking Spotify ad. I am very sorry. This was probably really loud. Ah, god damn it. Still better than the Spotify ad though. This is a very interesting way of doing this. At mixin and at inject. I don't think that really works. It calls it threshold in invulnerability effect. Is crazy name. Crazy name. Absolutely diabolical. What mixin? There is no mixin. Am I missing something? Mixin. What? Mm. Okay. So we apparently need to make a mix in. Does this mix in? What is this? Is this correct? This is very not nice.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escape mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of buffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up,
Oh, this is actually very difficult to do. How does absorption works differently. Effectively, it's absorption, but without the added hearts. Oh, this is too difficult.
kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah I'm kicking the castle down.
Oh, in the mod initializer. Okay, this does it actually a lot differently. But where is the mod initializer though? Where is it? Mod initializer. Yeah, where is that? Probably here. Mod initializer. Ooh, this is goated. This is goated. It is way easier. That is so much easier than what chat said. So much easier. No mix-ins, no shit. Much easier. So the issue is this is what I need. This is the actual effect itself. I believe I could just copy one of these. The I'll do the rocket effect just to see. How this one works. So this is interesting. It does that a little differently. It only has one override. What is my second override? Public amplifier return super world entity amplifier. So it should not conflict what I'm doing here. This should effectively be okay. Now in the mod potions, I will register this real quick. Actually, I can just copy the previous one. So this one will be stone skin potion, which will also be stone skin potion and stone skin potion. We'll do amplifier. It needs 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Duration, we'll go with for 90. That's ticks. So that would be 1800. Yeah, we'll do 1200 as well as with this one. That would be a minute with 4 amplifiers. And it takes the effect stone skin. Now in the mod effects, I will also copy the prior effects. So cologne is actually beneficial. This one is neutral. This one is going to be beneficial as well. It is going to be stone skin. It is going to What? What does the amount mean? What's the amount? Path and amount. What is amount 20 and amount 3? Hello, don't give me Spotify ads. Okay, so the stone skin effect, I will give it that real quick. Wait, it thinks this is what it needs. That is all it needs? Really? minus mod.java, it actually balled that out correctly. You know, is Gemini just too OP? I mean, I want these to be one-liners. That's what I want them to be. We will ignore this because it works due to the fact that we use +1 here. If we use the non-null type of thing, we will get another issue, which is if the amplifier is 0, because we're not dividing anything, zeros are not an issue. But should be fine. Should be totally fine. Effectively, an amplifier of 4 will give 5 times 1, which is a threshold of 2.5 Hz that will not be let through. Effectively, that is what it should do. If this code actually freaking works, first try, it started first try. But I might as well just stop using ChatGPT for whatever things I do with code. I mean, yes, ChatGPT makes me have to think a bit, but that's not why I'm using it. It's not a thinking exercise and working code. So effectively in food and drinks there should already be a new potion. There freaking is. Stone Skin Potion 5. "15 seconds. But why is it an immediate level 5? Oh, no, that makes sense. So it gave me the effect Stone Skin. Look, I'll quickly go to survival mode and change this to easy. Now I have Stone Skin 5 for a few seconds, so small hits of like a slime should not be let through. Slash give I want to quickly get a strength potion. A strength potion. Strength 2. And I don't want Spotify ads. So these all have strength now. And I'll zip this. And I'll be in F3 and... yeah, no, that seems to totally freaking work. It works. It works. It works. It just works. That is extremely interesting. However, why is it immediately Stone Skin 5? Jump boost 2 lingering potion. "22 seconds. Yeah, so it always... Now, what I found very interesting... it actually gave it like a perfect color. Which is extremely close to weaving. What even is weaving? That is an effect. That is really weird. In any case, It means it works. It didn't give me any... minus mod present. Huh. So the very interesting thing is the fact that this makes no sense, because why did we only get... This should be in mod potions. Amplifier 4 minus mod. What? So I need to, as a matter of fact, no, not copyright free advertisement. That is actually diabolical. Stop that. So we need one with amplifier 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is stone. We're going to do it the way that it is not probably intended. What am I doing? I don't want to run anything. So these are all the stone. No.
Smoking gun, you got me on the run. We know there will come. We're all up till dawn, but how can I hide it without an alibi? It's a runner's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi.
Wait a second. We're going to test if the 5 potions don't already exist. Did work. Do we have 5 potions now? We should effectively have 5 potions now. Because, of course we should. Yeah, of course we do. Perfect. Hey, this is great. Freaking 5 stone skin potions. Me bombo. It is kind of diabolical, but it is even more. Yup. Fact check status 2. Why do I still have that? Alright, let us test this. Half a heart. Small slime is what we need. Not a big one, because that would do too much damage. However, I believe a slime of the second smallest size will only do as much damage as we require. Which would be this. It does a single heart. Are we serious? Alright, let me test this. We can test this with Stone Skin 2, which makes me invulnerable against that level 2. So you should not be able to hit A. Level 3. Uh-huh. My god. So many advertisements on Spotify today. Again, as always. Yeah, so this is actually working. But it should not work against... Come on. Should work against you. Yes. Should not work against you. Yes. How many hearts? Plus 1.5. So that in fact means the first level of the Stone Skin potion is useless. Because it only protects up to 0.5 hearts, which is impossible to achieve. Because everything that doesn't do half a heart of damage won't make you take damage anyways. And if it is exactly on there... My freaking god. I need to actually open the stream so I can ban this bot. Also, I should make a chat filter for the displayed, the actual on-stream displayed chat, because I don't want to promote this. The issue is after the message has been deleted, it will still show up. Oh, load. Why did they change that? The... There you go, he has been blocked from this stream, from this channel. Alright, so this seems to be working. The levels work, they just don't work the way I need them to. So in the minus mod, which is where everything is being registered, we are registering it if the float threshold is... But... Where's the... Where is it even registered? Is this the threshold? The float threshold. But where's the threshold even used? Oh, yeah, this is it. If amount is lower than threshold. Wait, what? This was different before. I mean, it used to be if amount is, if entity or status effect stone skin and the threshold and the amount is above the threshold, we should probably make it if the amount is below or equal the threshold. We could test that. If it is like this. If that works, it might work. Because so basically this will make everything that is at 0.5 hearts on a level 1 stone skin not be applied. Pretty simple. Very simple, in fact. So currently we have a stone skin 2. Now I will get myself stone skin 1 again. And I will turn this to easy, and I will find a small-ish slime, like second smallest size of slime. For example, this one. So these only do half a heart of damage, and we will see that right now. Oh, these do 1 heart of damage. Well, shite. Is there something that only does half a heart of damage? We will quickly try something. I don't want to switch to creative, so I'm going to build something very simple here. This might... As a matter of fact, it does work. So it basically stone skin protects from the reality of fall damage from 4 blocks, which is great, because usually when you do this, you get that. Isn't there supposed to be brr brr before that? Anyways, good evening. How are we doing? Why is the game lagging? So how is this potion? Yeah. That was a crazy beat by TTS. An absolutely crazy beat. Stoner, yes. Of course. No. Still too poor for premium. Why is Spotify such a slow app? Okay. What's the smartest way to even create a potion called Stone Skin that basically hardens your skin? Somewhat. I mean, that's effectively what it does. It hardens your skin to make you invulnerable to low damage. So anything that gives you a small amount of damage should technically be cancelled out. By the Stone Skin potion. However, I don't know. The instant damage potion probably does half hearts of damage or very low amounts of damage, but in a relatively high frequency. But Stone Skin shouldn't cancel potion damage. So I need to ask Gemini, not ChatGPT. Several living entity allow damage resource amount. The entity has that effect on Stone Skin. Filter magic. Which resistant to? Filter out absolute damage. Void or slash kill bypass invulnerability, that is great. Yes, 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 so that is correct. So we will insert this instead. We'll quickly import this class. And this class. That should be it. So filter out magic damage. I don't want the, I don't need this. Apply threshold logic. To all other. Does the freaking thing bounce when I write? I never noticed that. The text cursor bounces. So currently we need a 1F amplifier plus 1. Is amplifier even... Get status effect, mod effects, get amplifier. This will replace with yeah. With the not non-null, sorry. But that is unused. This can be simplified and if else. And we want it smaller or equal. Which will exclude fall damage. If we don't do this, basically if we don't do this, level 1 has no effect. Level 2 has the effect of level 1, 3 of 2, 4 of 3 and 5 of 4. Because I wanted to exclude everything up until 0.5, not everything below, because that excludes nothing. Because if it's below 0.5 it won't even get this far. Because it would not be registered anyways. In any case, I need to yeah, leave this null pointer exception protection thing as is, because I need this to be possible to be 0. You know, I could make amplifier be the plus 1. But we're just gonna leave it like this. Freaking hell. It crashed again. Not very nice of you, OBS. Alright. I will now make this relatively simple. So basically, to make a stone skin potion, you take a potion of, I don't know if I want to base it on an existing potion. And I don't know if I want to use items from mod items. Because effectively it is a bit of it's like a grey zone, because I'm unsure whether it needs fermented glowstone dust or just regular glowstone dust. I mean, this one obviously does need fermented glowstone dust, because if we quickly open this chart here from the Minecraft wiki. Let's go. The brewing freaking hell. The brewing chart. We can see that to make something last longer, we need redstone, and to make it better, we need glowstone. So, in order, basically, you could understand redstone in brewing in Minecraft. You could understand this as this is elite ball knowledge that probably only like Swiss people get. But redstone is basically Ovomaltine, which I don't even know if they sell that stuff in other countries or under that name. In any case, it makes you last longer. No, you can do things longer but not better is their slogan. I don't really know how I'd translate this to English. You can't do it better but longer. Slogan. And glowstone basically is not the opposite, it's just different. It makes it better but not longer. Pause. So effectively, swiftness, slowness, leaping, strength, healing, arming, poison. So leaping turns to slowness and swiftness turns to slowness. Melon, healing, harming, poison, harming. Here, regeneration, poison. Regeneration and poison, why don't these do? This would make much more sense. These are the... Why does it go to this and not to this? That makes no sense. Well, fire resistance, water breathing, night vision, invis, turtle master, slow falling, wind charge, weaving, and oozing, and infestation. So stone already is whoa, we could do some crazy shit. Wait, a slime block? You need an entire freaking block? Goddamn. This is interesting. Like, you know, the thing that will make most sense would be to use a very hard stone. But stones aren't really different from each other. But the infestation potion, which is made from an awkward potion,
Herzlich willkommen zum Podcast The River.
Plop,
Heute geht es um das
plop,
Thema
plop, plop. So effectively, I could take the infestation potion. Right? Technically, I could take the infestation potion and turn it into a stone skin potion by turning it around with a fermented spider eye. Is there any night vision and invisibility? Basically do a related but completely different thing. So this doesn't. No, it doesn't really. Also, this is the only potion that is going to have a higher level. What? Oh no, this is just displayed differently. This chart is actually relatively helpful, but I believe we need to figure something else out. I want it to be difficult, of course, and due to the fact that the only potion there is that exists more than 2 levels of being is slowness, which you probably slowness you lose. This is interesting. With the slowness you lose duration. You lose duration. On most of them. On some of them. Not all. On slowness you do, on others you do not. Now I can technically define this. Not just technically, I can define it extremely easily. And that is right here. I can define the duration for every potion. I believe Stone Skin being a relatively OP potion, however not an extremely crazy one. I would look into the territories of strength or strength, or what do we have? Swiftness. This, why is this the other way around? And this? Oh, because of that stuff. Okay, makes sense. So no, strength would be one that I'd look into, which has a duration of 3. Yes. Which is 3,600 in the actual code. Most potions have a duration of either this or apparently half as much. So either it's 3,600 or 1,800. My potions use numbers that are unused pretty much. This one has 160, which is a very specific number. That is that's like 8 seconds. That's 8 seconds for the rocket potion. 8. Now we'll go to the 3,600 mark. However, I'm unsure whether I want 3,600 on all of them. Because you have to see that at some point they get extremely overpowered. I mean, the Stone Skin potion for eradicates all damage up to 2.5 hearts, which is 5, which basically makes all low level weapons useless. So this isn't extremely overpowered, I would say, but due to the fact that most potions lose at least half of their duration. I mean, the potion of slowness probably loses. This one is, they all get divided. So potion of slowness 2 probably has 130. 3 probably has 90 seconds, 45 seconds, and then this one is 20 seconds. So it gets divided by 2 every time. Due to the fact Stone Skin Potion of level 5 exists, we would only be left with like 10 seconds. Which, for what the potion does, is extremely short. So we won't go the path of low level, of lowering time levels. However, how do I create the OG first stone skin? Obviously it's going to be an awkward potion. Technically we could make this the ominous thick potion, which is unused, or the ominous mundane, which is also unused. But if, then I'd use a thick potion, which is completely unused, and I am only using the mundane potion as well. No, the sauce potion. How is it called? Mundane. What mundane? I'm using the freaking mundane potion. I should be using the awkward potion. Not mundane. That makes no sense. We need potion.awkward here. Why? Because it already has freaking stuff in it. But here, how is it called? Thick, right? Potion.thick. Now, potion.thick with what? Probably literal concrete or something. No one. Copyrighted music. Perfect. Well. We will be using fermented glowstone dust. No, we will not. We'll be using regular glowstone dust. We won't even be using glowstone dust. We will be using... Ooh, this could actually be... clay. Probably rather a clay ball though. Because it makes more sense. Now that makes the potion be relatively easy to craft for a level 1. Easier than most potions. This clay is a very accessible potion recipe ingredient. I would say clay is found quite often. And the reason why I'm not opting for concrete or a type of stone, which one would imagine, is because clay is already used to make stone skins. I mean, you can use it for that exact purpose. That makes you literally a stone skin. And the thick potion just makes it even thicker. Right? So this is going to be for potion number uno. Now, we shall do the number 2, which is going to be potions dot stone skin potion 1. Mod potions, right? Stone skin potion 1, but this time it is going to be a glowstone dust. There. The glowstone dust, which will give you potion 2. Now, we will basically be taking this a step further with using level 2 and level 3. However, this is where the fermented glowstone dust is going to this protects up to 1.5 hearts. Do I really want to shift it at level 2 to 3 already? Because we need 1 to make the thick potion, I believe. I ain't wrong. Yes, we need 1 to make the thick potion. Basically the base glowstone. Then you add some clay. You get level 1. You add glowstone. Get level 2. You add... What do you add? You add it once for level 1. You add it once for level 2. For level 3, do you add it or do you need more already? That is the question. You need more thickener or do you need an extreme thickener? Because this is where it starts to get useful, right? I believe we will use glowstone dust still for this level, but we will use glowstone. We will use the mod items, fermented glowstone dust, and then we will get a potion for, and same exact thing for potion 5. From 4 to 5. Now this should be the brewing for all the stone skin potions, right? Now, what would be an extremely cool icon for the stone skin would be like a limb of sorts that is made from stone and a sword to break on impact. That would be an extremely cool icon. However, fitting that at 15 pixels squared is not easy, and I won't try. A sword would fit that space. I could even make a short sword, but making that look good Phew. We could try, or we just give it a like a small a size down Minecraft skin that looks like stone in the shape of a Minecraft character. Also an option, very decent option, but I will first do the naming for this. I have no freaking idea if there's 5 rocket potions. Right, we won't need you again. Oh, I can close that, and I will run this. But I will see. I will see if there is 5 tipped arrow. Because I don't believe there is. There's 5. Those 5 of those. They have an extremely similar color. I might make it slightly darker, but then we're at this color. Difficult, honestly. Is there 5 tipped arrows? It's on the combat. Oh my god, there is 5 different arrows of stone skin. With a 22-second. The arrow of rockets is a very interesting arrow because it gives you 2000% jump strength. Can I make a custom when applied text? No, probably this doesn't even need anything. So there is 5 different arrows, but the arrows and all that, they don't actually require different namespaces. So if we take the rocket potion naming scheme, we just copy it, and we take the, and we just write stone skin. I believe I can copy this, yes. And then stone skin. So this is the stone. How are they even called? I need to start the game again. Oh my god, if that was actually audio. This is just my god. I need to rewatch that. Blood just pulled in type of thing. Right. So about the food and drinks, how are these called? I mean, this is a night vision potion, right? Splash potion of night vision. Splash potion off. It's always splash potion off. It's also always potion off. And it's always lingering potion off. Blood, I was 10 back then. I don't even know. Never watched the video. But you're probably right. I require more context. Right, this should be everything. Let's see. Technically, yes, it was. But why are we watching Minecraft RP Romance though? Why are we watching that though? Why? I didn't even know this could exist. I mean, of course it does, but why? Why does it exist? Oh, these are... what? Why are they called wrong? Something's wrong. No, these are... what? Yeah, something's wrong. I can feel it. Oh yeah. Yeah. That is wrong. Plural. That is crazy. You join in, tell me about Minecraft Romance RP, and then despawn again. But well, thank you for the lurk. Nah. That is crazy. Well, I will. What am I supposed to do? I haven't read the ominous book, How to Slap Someone Through the Internet. What even does that mean? Blue, let's go. Yeah. I thought you were drunk and stroking it. Would have fit the occasion of watching Minecraft Romance RP. But have fun, I guess. Man, if there is a Twitch employee watching my streams at any point, at any given point in time, when I have an actual viewer, that's crazy. Yo. That's crazy. Alright. What skin do I have? Blood as cyborg? Yeah. So we have the potion works. The potion looks good. The only issue that we have, let me just demonstrate, is the fact that there is no icon. There's no icon. Wait, it reaches that far? It's crazy. So the displaying works, but this don't work. Don't work. No, it don't work. Hello, in any case, that means we will let this be for today. Actually, the lurk of Mr. Daniel Airplane Stop Contact is thus rather short-lived, because I will apparently end the stream. I wanted to watch a movie today. However, due to the fact that on a Thursday evening I went to sleep on Friday instead at 2 in the morning and had to get up a bit after 6, half past, but I already woke up at 6 for some mysterious reason, inner watch or whatever. I slept for 4 hours, barely. Then I tried to compensate for that yesterday, from yesterday to today. However, I went to bed close to midnight. I did wake up at like 10 or 9. So I slept like 8 hours, but I still feel like I haven't. Maybe that's just the after effects of a regular week at work, which for some reason always makes me extremely tired, even though I don't even do that much. Well, who cares? We'll see how that is in uni. In any case, I will skedaddle out of here. If there's Spotify ad... Oh, no, it's not Spotify ad, it's Peak. It's the exact opposite of a Spotify ad. Yay. So I will commit and hopefully end the stream on this song because I don't want to hear another Spotify ad. Added... No. How did we do this? We didn't add it. We just have stone skin potion. Stone skin potion. And technically I also fixed another potion. But that's besides the point. It initializes, it translates. So that's perfectly fine. We will. All changes. Quit and push. Warning. More. Show me your warning. It's probably the null pointer exception. Commit anyway and push. Push. Let's go. Now press Ctrl S like 20 times. Close. And we go into intro. Now I skipped the handcam mode. So I have like barely 2 minutes left. I will return. Potentially already throughout the week. I, however, highly doubt that due to how well I know myself. But if I get like a sponsor or no, I don't really wanna. But if I get anything done by like either Tuesday or Thursday probably, or maybe I'll just do spontaneously combusting Wednesday stream. However, I do not think so either. And on Monday I definitely will not stream. Not definitely, but I most likely won't stream. But we're going to see. We're going to see how how everything plays out. And I will stream next week, even if it has to be on Saturday. I've long wanted to do another stream on my second channel, which would probably not be too bad of a thing to do. But at the same time, I don't really know what to stream. Because everything I do there, like I work for literal almost 2 hours on a freaking hinge or a door that is extremely simple and I could just buy, but who cares. Anyways, we'll see. So I guess I'll skedaddle out of here and goodbye and see you all next week. And thanks for watching. Yeehaw.